One of the Crown cts8200s failed the other night. Not this one. Not that one. There was 3 of them in the racks in my bedroom. So it failed down this side, behind there, behind the panel, down here, round down here. There's a card, circuit board that's mounted, soldered also to the main board, which where all the amplifiers plug in, and some of the DSP stuff, and it's a mirage inside. It's a labyrinth. One of the I think it's a 3-pin. It's like a black transistor. I think maybe for a heat sink sensory device, because it's got something else that goes over it, clips onto it, and then the screws tighten up on it. And that's located down here. Yeah, that just pops. I mean, yeah. So I've got to get some component, some cheap. Well, they are cheap components. Some of them. I have to get some component, and yeah, it's not a case of just get in there and just desolder it. The whole thing's got to be disassembled just to get to the underside. Got to take all the cards out, everything that looks like it's in the way, and remove all those parts. Mostly all of them just plug in, or just unclip with a ribbon track. Yeah, it's a bit of a few hours work, that just to get the soldering and put a new part in, and then wonder if that part works, if it goes bang, because every time I turn the power switch on, pop, bang, shorts. Often another problem with these is the what do you call it, when you power on, the green LED displays for the amplifiers should come on just about a couple of seconds after when you turn on power, and then you hear a relay clicking, because it's sending a command. It's all this DSP rubbish, crying out loud. And then get another light. You've got to wait for an amber orange light blinking, and then you hear the amplifier making a turning on the speakers, because you hear a little like click sound. You hear a little. It's not loud. It's very soft, but you hear like a and then and then looking at the display, as long as everything looks okay, there's no indicators blinking on the amplifiers, like failed amplifier, which will only be a circuit card which pulls in, pushes in, pulls out, pulls, and then pushes back in. Yeah, it's just so much DSP, and yeah, it's problematic, as well as it's very deep. It's very deep, and it's very heavy. So yeah, put some Behringers back in the rack. I may put that back in the rack, but I don't know what it's going to power. I mean, unless I can think of something, but not really that thrilled, because if any EQ needs to be applied, I could use slimline Behringer DCXs. I could put DCXs in, and that's 1U frame, and these are a 1U frame. These 3 amplifiers here is about the same as that, just a fraction few millimeter difference, just a tiny fraction few millimeters, but not 3 of those, not as heavy, not as deep, and a lot lot more manageable to install. Trade-offs with inputs and outputs is as the EPQs have got universal like XLR or TRS or TS inputs, so you could use a TS input tip sleeve or TRS tip ring sleeve for balanced, and TS is unbalanced. They're running unbalanced at the moment, the other ones, so because most of the the speak on connector push in twist sort of thing, versus the Phoenix connectors that connect on the back, little green things that just clip in. So you put all the wires and just tighten them all up on screws and then just plug them in. But those were very cheap, very cheap when I got them. I mean, ridiculously cheap. I mean, they were more cheaper than a single Behringer EPQ or an NX. The NX replaces the iNukes. I don't know why they call it an iNuke. Something nuclear power? Well, it's not really. So I'm thinking maybe just fix the other one and then just maybe take all these out and just sell them, because and some, obviously cheap. Let someone else have the problem of these, because they're just heavy. They're just ridiculously heavy. Do they look cool? Yeah, they look stylish and cool on the front. That's when you mostly look at the amplifier. Of course, all the controls there are on the front, whereas all the volume controls are on the back, to make it less tamper-proof. Or to make it tamper-proof, less, so they're not on the front. Sometimes you get things you can put over the front security covers. I think I'll just get the other one fixed. And when I saw these, I thought, I didn't really check the weight of them, but when they turned up and I saw the guy bringing them up the stair, out of breath, I think, and picked it up. Oh my goodness, what's inside this? A concrete slab? It feels like a couple of concrete slabs. That's what they feel like. They're very heavy. Are they reliable? Not really, because everybody reports technical issues with them, which is probably why Crown Harman International discontinued them so quickly after a couple of years, realizing their brilliance of their failed engineering was useless. They made a useless product. I've looked at other amplifiers like QSCs and other Crown amplifiers, and I'm thinking, nah, I don't think I want to buy another DSP thing amplifier, even though the the Behringers, but apparently I've had these for a few years and they've been fairly reliable. I've had one that's failed, which is there. It needs to find the fault on it, which is a component that's obviously blown. It's obviously an easy repair. I need to know where, because it doesn't power on. But there is power testing with the voltmeter. There is power supplies over this side. There is power coming in, because I can see it on the voltmeter. But where else it's then going? Oh, it could, if the circuit's failed, it's probably one of those surface mount resistors or something. That's a simple thing that needs maybe repair. If it's a unique component where that part's not easily obtainable, then yeah, it's throw it away, I guess. Landfill. Oh, what a pity. Yeah. 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 Would be okay finding a. You know, I mean, as an 8 channel, as it goes for 8 channels, it's not bad. Whereas the EPQ are only 4 channel, and got to make up so many of them. When you look at it realistically, I mean, when you power that on, I mean, it probably had the same, I'm not sure, power consumption equivalent to 3 of these. Even though 3 of these is 9, 10, 11, that's 12 channels there. That's 12. So 3 of these there, that's 12 channels, where the same height here, about the same. It's just a couple of millimeters, whereas that's only 8. Yeah, it's difficult to weigh the pros and cons, you know. And the fans on them are not as noisy, because I've got other ones there. I'm going to do a replacement on the other fans. I think I've got to get a few more, because I think the other ones are. I think these are dual channel fans in there, and these are single fans in the NXs and iNukes. Yeah. You think, Magic? No, he's sleepy, he's snoozy. What does Bear think? Little bugger's been attacking all day. Haven't you, Bear? Naughty kitty. Been attacking all day.